In June, I graduated from community college with my Associate of Arts degree. Transferring to a 4-year university seemed frightening, but I made it in. 2017 was an epic year, but there were some hardships. Let's start at the beginning. January started out right. It snowed on New Year's, and I started a new quarter of college. But then 2017 threw its first curveball. Walking to a food mart. I stayed overnight in Seattle for a journalism retreat, where I painted ceramics, explored Ballard, and visited the gum wall, which was pretty sick. But the unexpected happened, and the college van was broken into. My laptop, textbooks, and other items were stolen, even the clothes I brought. They were just things, but I felt violated. It could even be said that it made me feel depressed, since I didn't feel like doing as much as I normally would. 2017 had already turned sour before it had even begun. But things got better. I did some more snowshoeing at Mount Rainier National Park. There's something so pure about the way snow looks. The way that it falls upon all the trees, covers the ground, and hides everything beneath it. I had a lot of fun snowshoeing in the winter. But as with all seasons, I was looking forward to a change. When spring came along, I was able to widen my horizons. In April, I was given the opportunity to go to the Students of Color Conference in Yakima, Washington, where I was able to learn more about diversity and race. It was an eye-opening experience, to say the least, and I really enjoyed my time there. Summer 2017 was a wild one. I was able to explore many new places I had never been before, travel to new states, visit new cities, and see so much of the world that I would love to go back to. The summer started off with our usual hikes at Mount Rainier National Park. There was still lingering snow this year, which I wasn't very fond of. I made the trek to Comet Falls for the 3rd year in a row, and every time it never ceases to amaze me. I also ventured down some new trails. I explored the Wonderland Trail up towards the Pyramid Creek campground, I summited Eagle Peak, and I took a lot of amazing photos. We even went and saw the stars one night, as photographers lined the whole trail. It was a little humorous to see them all watch and stare as we went past them heading up towards the mountain, instead of all of them that were sitting with their tripods in the parking lot. But it was time for my first real adventure of the summer. In August, I had the opportunity to travel. First, the Oregon coast. It had been a few years since I had been to the Oregon coast, so we made the drive down the coast to stay at Rockaway Beach, a city that I had never been to before. We even took some morning runs on the beach all the way to the jetty. On our second day there, we decided to make the trip down to Cape Kiwanda. Now, I had seen Cape Kiwanda on Instagram many times from people that I followed, and I knew that it was a place that I had to check out while I was on the coast. Cape Kiwanda was beautiful. Upon returning home from the Oregon coast, we set out within a few days for Montana. We saw some cool sights along the way, driving through eastern Washington, through Idaho, and to the town of Whitefish. I'd never been to Montana before, and I was very impressed. Glacier National Park was one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen, and it might be my favorite place of all time. All of the mountains were beautiful, the lakes were stunning, and I just enjoyed my time so much. Montana, you are incredible. I would move here. We hiked up to the Sperry Chalet on our first full day there. The hike killed me. I hadn't gone on a hike that long before, and I thought that I was prepared for it, but I wasn't. My feet ached, I had blisters, my backpack had rubbed my shoulders raw, and they even were bleeding. And I just was so exhausted, my legs hurt. I knew that I wouldn't really go on another hike the day after like we had planned. At the time, I thought it sucked that we chose to do the Sperry Chalet instead of a more scenic hike. But now I'm so glad that we did. The day that we left Montana, a lightning storm moved in and started a fire near the chalet. By the end of August, the chalet had burned down. I'm glad that we had made the hike to be able to see that place before it disappeared, before nature took it back. After returning from Montana, it was time to begin a new chapter in my life. I started school at a 4-year university as a junior. I spent the final months of 2017 struggling to balance my coursework and navigate a much larger institution. After an unsuccessful fall quarter, I'm not sure what lies ahead in 2018. I'm not sure what the future holds, but I know that I'll never stop creating.